Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible?
Hi, yes, it's visible. Could you please zoom this page?
Sure.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Obed. Hi Ajit.
Hi.
Okay, guys, I see we have enough quorum. People are still joining, but we do have sufficient quorum, so we can start, right? Uh, I hope you guys, I did not share any question yesterday, because I thought I'll share it today. So you'll have enough time, a complete week to go through the questions. Any doubts, any question or anything related to yesterday's session before we start today's session?
No,
No.
Okay,
no.
great, fine. So we covered virtualization concept yesterday. We saw the types of cloud deployment models. We saw the service model, right? I did explain it to you, so I hope that part is clear. Today we are going to start with Azure specific things, right? So what all things Azure has to offer us, what services they have, what kind of reliability they have, what kind of redundancy they have. All these things we are going to see today. Right? Before we do that, let me show you something. We will not spend much time on this. Sorry. Just to give you a fair idea what a data center is, I'll just show you one virtual data center. It's a tour of a data center. It will give you a fair idea. Why are we spending so much time, guys, on data center? Because no matter what you call it cloud, whatever you do it, ultimately it is a data center, right? Ultimately, it's a data center where you are hosting all your servers. Instead of you, someone else is handling that, but it is a data center finally. Okay. Now let's go ahead and check this. I'll just drag it here on the screen. Okay. So I hope you can see this. This is how a data center looks like. This is a blueprint of a data center, right? A data center will obviously have these renewable energy and other things. They try to reduce carbon emission. Those not technical things, not related to us, but just giving you some information. They're using solar panels, etc. This is a typical data center. Every company who has a data center, they will use a good one, a class one data center. Not talking about a server room or very basic data center. So in this case, cloud, when it comes to cloud, Azure, AWS, GCP, these are very big companies. When they have their data center, so obviously they are going to take care of everything. Now here specifically, we are talking about Azure data centers, right? So let's say this is a data center, this is the main building. Within that building, they will have racks, etc. Let's go ahead and start the tour. I think it is a bit slow today, even the portal, but we'll have to bear with this. We don't need this as of now. It is still loading. Fine, reception, etc. Not our concern. Doesn't matter. Normally, but if you visit any data center, this is how it will look. You initially you have to make entries, etc. Right? And you have to be sure about it that you are not bringing any dust from outside because it is very sensitive area, especially when it comes to dust, right? They try to keep it completely clean because more dust and outside particles you have inside the data center, uh, more issues you will have when it comes to servers because your servers will have that dust on the fan, then heating problem, etc. So it's a very controlled environment, right? Now let's wait for the server room. I'm skipping few parts, just showing you what is related to us. So uh, in upcoming classes, when we talk about racks, when I talk about servers, right, you should at least have an image in your mind. Normally, what happens? A good cloud admin will always have people will come from experience as service desk and data center, then system admin they get chance to go in data center and work on data center, so they know exactly how it has been set up. But in your case, most of you are coming not coming from the same background, right? Not sure if you guys have seen the data center, because when you see it actually you understand the technology. Because you have not seen that, hence we are going ahead and at least filling that gap here. So this is how the server room looks like within the data center. Wherever they have kept the racks, etc., they call it server rooms, right? These are cables. You see these yellow, purple, blue, everything. These are cables. Look at the server blades. Server blade is nothing where you attach your server. This is how look. This is how it looks. I'll share the website details also with you, so you guys can go ahead and check whenever you want to. Just for the information, no interview question is going to come. No one is going to ask you how a data center looks like, what is a blade, right? No one is going to ask you. This is for your understanding. Because in upcoming session, when I talk about rack, when I talk about a physical server, you should have this image in your mind. That gives very good clarity. Though website is very slow, but let's bear with this. It's a good information. It will help you in further sessions. Okay, let's not look at the video now. You guys can go ahead and check the video whenever you want. See, I've already clicked on close. What are these? All these points you can check. Maybe you can go ahead and click there. Let's go ahead and check the next area or next room, whichever is available. Please just give him 1 minute, please. Someone is calling, is not able to join, I guess. Okay, look at this now. We don't have to worry about what are these. Again, these are racks, multiple things. We just have to worry about the servers and racks. Those are the main things which you have to focus on. Those are the jargons which I'll be using. Those are the jargons which you will be hearing in your interview, in your discussion with your client. Right? Still, we'll have a look at the network room. This is working very slow. It is annoying, I know, but let's bear with this for some time. These are network rooms. You may have your routers here, hubs, switches, etc. All this cabling. See, so all of this, instead of you doing, Azure has done it for you, because now we're talking about specifically Microsoft, and we are looking in their data center. Hence, I'll be calling this as Azure, right? So this is their network room. You can have a 360 look also. I'll share the website with you. We're not going to spend some time on this. Okay. Again, let's not get into this. Fine, I think this is enough. The main thing which I wanted you guys to see over there, it's racks and servers. So I hope you got the fair idea how the racks are, how the servers are, right? Because the next concept which we are going to learn here of availability set, availability zone, they're completely dependent on this concept of racks and server. So I hope this is clear. I'm going to close this. Now, let me bring another map. This is specifically Azure map, Azure, Microsoft's Azure map. Now, what this map is talking about or how to read this one, I'm going to explain it to you. Look at this. These white points, again, guys, no one is going to ask you these questions about this map or data center visit. No one is going to ask you that in your interview. This is just for your understanding. Okay, so these white dots, they are representing the geography. What is a geography? Geography is nothing that in which region or in which country. I won't use the word region. Region has different meaning here. So in which country or in which continent Azure is available, right? So if it shows here, which means in Canada geography, Azure is available. If I click here, in United States, it is available. Obviously, it has to be there. Okay. If I go here, look at this. Here, it is available in Chile. Somewhere here, Brazil, it is available. Maybe they have less availability. We are going to see that, but it is available, right? What is this? Africa, it is available. Let's come to India. It is available. Okay. What are regions, etc.? I'm going to show you. But initially, just understand these white dots or these white uh, this one these are indicating your geography, right? So here it is available. Okay, let me close it now. Now let's go ahead and check. Okay, regions. You may get confused here for a moment, but let's have a look at this for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we'll start the theory part, so you'll be able to relate it. This is working very slow today. Okay, now the next thing is region. This is geography, right? Next thing we are going to see, it's region. Region, again, it is showing that where in that country Azure's data center is available. Right now we have already seen what is a data center. Now it is talking about the location. We will never ever have an exact address of this, but we'll know the area, that where is it available, right? So we'll take India's example. It will be easier for you to understand. So this shows that Azure is available in India. In India, where is it? So there are two regions in India, Central India and South India. Central India, it is in Pune. Exact address we'll never come to know. Right? We don't have to worry about it. South India, I think it's in Chennai. Yeah, it's in Chennai. Right? And there is one we are expecting in Hyderabad also. And there was one in Mumbai also. I'm not sure what happened there. Initially, if you see my old lectures, maybe 3 years back, we definitely had one in Mumbai. So we don't have to worry about it. Where is it? What it is exactly? But understand the terms. One is geography, though we are not going to use it much, just for your understanding. Region, very important. We are going to use it several times, plenty of times throughout the course when you will be working, plenty of times every day you will be discussing region. And it's not small thing that okay client asked me to make it in central India, I did it in uh Qatar central. No, compliance issues are there, rates are different, services are different. Maybe there is some service which is available in central India and that service is not available in Qatar central. Rates are maybe higher here or higher here, cheaper here, right? There are plenty of things. So region, it's very important thing. What is it presenting? Region is nothing. It is presenting that in which city of that geography or in which city of that country that data center it's there. Okay? So that is your region. Is clear till here? Geography, region, and data centers. A basic idea of data center. Any doubt till here, guys? Yes, no, maybe. Are you guys able to hear me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, fine. So this is region we are talking about. Fine. Uh, let's go ahead and check the next thing. What is that? It is availability zone. Now, what is an availability zone? An availability zone, it is your data center. The first hierarchy, top hierarchy is geography. For example, India is geography. Then we have region. Region here it's Central India, which means Pune, right? Under Pune, availability zone. What is exactly availability zone? Availability zone, it's your data center, that particular building. Now, where is that availability zone exact address? We don't have to worry about it. No need to know. Don't even worry. No one is going to ask you. Some interview questions which you may see in your interview that for absolute beginners and freshers. Right? That how many regions Azure has, how many they are planning. So I guess somewhere 68 or 69 they have. We can get that number with one Google search, very easy. But you guys don't have to worry about it, the numbers. But somewhere it is in 68 or 69 it was. I'll have to check that. Y- guys, for these numbers and etc., never rely on my OneNote, right? Because this information maybe I updated last month, and you never know they have shut down some region, they have come up with new region. So this kind of information you'll always rely on Microsoft's website. They will always have updated data, and even your interviewer, he or she, they are going to cross verify from Microsoft's website. Your answers also they will be cross verified from Microsoft's website. So do not rely on OneNote for these numbers, right? So what is availability zone or a data center? It's that particular building. Let me open a paint and I'll explain it to you. I hope it is clear, but still I'll just explain it again, and then we are going to uh, talk about Azure services. 1 minute, please. I think my computer is working slow. I don't know whether this website is slow or I already given a command for paint. It's not opening. When it comes to Azure virtual machines, when you guys create it, you may face this problem, slowness, etc. But these are very uh, L1 type of issues, which I am hoping that you guys will not get. If you get a good job profile, these L1 issues will not come to you. Still, we are going to see what happens when you see slowness in your Azure machine. What should you do? What are the steps you should follow? right? So you'll be able to explain this as a ticket when in your interview that okay, I used to get this kind of ticket. This was the issue I remember. This is what I did. I got appreciation. Story making in short. Okay. Luckily, Paint is open. So let's say this is completely Azure, right? These are regions. Regions are nothing US, Africa, Asia, Middle East, right? Brazil, not necessarily continent's name, they have country's name also. I'm just giving you vague examples. Somewhere in India, right? In that geography, what do we have? We have regions. Let's say that if this is India, then we have two regions here, central and south. This is in Pune, this is in Chennai. Under region, what do we have? We have data centers. What is a data center? It's nothing. It's a huge building with multiple racks, fire and ISP connection, storage capacity, network, exactly what we saw before this presentation, right? So that is your data center. So one region can have one data center. This is one region. One region can have one data center, or it can have three data centers in different corners of the city, right? Now, understand one thing, not all regions they have three data centers, not all of them. In fact, very few of them have three data centers in one region. Whichever region has three data center, that is called availability zone. In it is called Azure availability zone. I'm not writing it completely. I'll open it here and you'll have the definition and everything. Don't worry. And we are going to read it here. First, understand it. Right? So this is, let's say, India geography. It has two region. One of the regions, it has three data center and the other region has only one data center. So this will be called an availability zone or a region with availability zone. Is this point clear to everyone?
Yes.
Right? What is
Yes, sir.
availability zone? We are going to see it in detail. Don't worry. Understand the terms, but understand the basics as of now. Right? This is called availability zone.
Sir, can
Does
you repeat
all
again this term?
sorry, availability zone. I'll give it to you. Don't worry.
Ye-
You will have it in writing also, and I'll show it to you here. It is
Okay,
called
okay.
availability zone. Here it is. Is it readable? Can you guys read it?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Uh, does Azure all the regions of Azure do they have availability zone? Straight answer, no. Very few of them. What is
No.
the exact number? I don't know. We'll have to check that. A simple Google search will give you that answer. No, but no one is going to ask you that question. Understanding the concept, it's important, right? So not all the zones, all the regions, they have availability zone. Few regions, they have availability zone. I think maximum regions in US, they have availability zone. In India, I think only one, this one has. In Middle East, UAE has, Qatar doesn't have, right? But you don't have to remember any of these things. We can always go and refer to this. You need to have the understanding that what is an availability zone. Even in your interview, you can be very blunt about it. Yes, I don't remember these things. I always prefer to go and check Microsoft's website because you never know till last month. Maybe this data center, this region didn't have availability zone, and now it has. Right? So you always go ahead and check. You don't have to remember anything. Fine. Now, I hope these terms are clear till now.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
fine. Again, just to explain availability zone, this picture is here. Look at this. This is Azure region. And this region, for example, let's say this is Pune. People who are familiar with Pune city, imagine this is Pune city. And this one data center is on the other corner. Let's say this is in Hinjewadi. This will be in some other corner of the city, maybe Wagoli. This will be maybe in Hadapsar, three different corners of the city. They are pretty far from each other. Still, they are connected with a dedicated line with each other, right? They are just far. That does not mean they are not connected with each other. They are connected with each other with dedicated fiber optic cable. They are connected. All of them are connected with each other, but they're far from each other. Physical location or physical distance is good enough. Why are we discussing everything? I'll come to that, right? But understand the concept first. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, so this is availability zone, region, data center, and geography. This is what we have learned till now. Any questions? Any doubt, guys? Still here?
Hi, Soyan.
No.
Could you please give the difference between uh, region and geography?
Geography, let's say a country. India is a geography. In India, I have two regions. One is central region, the other one is south region. Central is in Pune, south is in Chennai. Geography, they are naming it to complete sometimes country, somewhere to continent. That's your geography. But geography, it's just for your understanding. No one is going to ask you in your interview, and we are never going to use that. In fact, there are few services where I'll be talking about geography, very few, maybe one or two, but mostly we'll be focusing on region. So, what is a region? The location of that data center in terms of city. We don't know the exact location. In terms of city, that is the region. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, look at this. Why I think this I updated last to last month. We had 60 regions, 60 plus, 65 or 67 somewhere. They are distributed in 140 countries. Few regions, they have one or more data. All regions, they will have one data center. Unless there is one data center, it cannot be called a region. अगर एक data center है तभी तो वो region होगा. If there is no data center, there is no region, right? So at least one data center every region has. There are more than one data centers, maximum is three. I have never seen two. So it's either one or three. Wherever we have three data centers, it is called availability zone, right? That's what it's written here. Now, the question in interview comes that do you know the difference between availability zone and availability set? Now, what is availability set? I'll come to that. Before that, we are going to see high availability also. Right? What we have seen in our second session, three tier of application, and along with that, I also told you that this is a highly available application. We are going to revise that, and I'll be adding few more things in that. We'll understand high availability, and to achieve high availability, we use availability zone or availability set. Now, what is availability set? That I'll going to explain. That's a small concept compared to availability zone. But is this clear till here, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We have 7 minutes left. Let me quickly recap that session very fast, and then in next session we are going to start with Azure services. So I hope you guys remember three tier of application. Now I asked you if this is a, a highly available application. Let's say this is my application layer. I have three servers. This is my uh, database layer. I have three or engine server layer, middleware, whatever you want to call it, three servers, and this is my DB layer, right? And I have three servers. Okay, or tier, layer, tier, whatever. Tier is the good word. Let's stick to tier. Application tier or front end, very layman term. Front end, back end, DB. Is this a highly available application?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right? Why are you saying this? Because if one server goes down, I still have another server which will give me my services, right? But now this is, let's say, situated on my on-prem data center. As of now, let's stick to on-prem data center, right? And there is a flood-like situation in my area, or my data center is down. Forget flood, earthquake, anything, or maybe electricity is not there. Maybe I have three connections from different electricity supplier, but my own feeder, which is there inside the data center, it's not working fine, right? It's nothing. It has nothing to do with my electricity provider, where I have backup I have, but it has nothing to do with that. Maybe something is wrong in my own building, right? Something is wrong in my own building, and my data center is down. Is my application working then?
No.
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 Then is it highly available application?
No.
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 I
No.
mean, till
No.
last session, we were calling it highly available application because you didn't know about the other services, right? Now, when you know about it, so no, then it is not an highly available application. What could it make it highly available application? What do you think? What comes
If
to your
we
mind?
have one more
Uh,
data center.
Yes, if you have one more data center, then you can have these servers in other data centers as well, right? But that is very next level, or that is not available for everyone. Physical data center, having two data centers is not possible. Hence, we have cloud. In cloud, what is it offering? That you go for our region which has availability zone, and then you get this highly available feature or redundancy, where if you are deploying your first server of application layer or front end, your first server will be deployed here. First server of backend will be deployed here. First server of DB will be deployed here. Right? Now, is this highly available application, guys? Now you have
Yes.
figured out, okay, fine, if my one data center is gone, it's okay. Is it highly available application?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no.
No. No.
What is the
No.
definition of
Sir,
highly available application where you do
no, no.
not have a
Sir,
single point of
can you
failure?
repeat again the question, sir?
Is it a high availability, or is it a highly available application? If I have my front end server here, back end server here, and database server here,
No.
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 why
No.
not?
Well, at least
Because
two,
only it
Because
has only one.
if
because there is only one front-end server in
Yes.
one data center.
See, the
Okay.
definition of highly available application, that it should not have single point of failure. Here in the first diagram where I had multiple servers, but what was the single point of failure? One data center. If that data center is down, my application is down. Here I have multiple data centers, but again, there is a single point of failure, one server. So this cannot be called a highly available server. What do I have to do then? The same setup which I had here, I'll have to replicate it here, but using multiple data servers and multiple data centers. So now instead of one, I will have two front-end server, two back-end server, and two database server, right? Or maybe three or four. That depends on the nature of the application, how much you want to spend, what kind of application it is. Now, what is happening here? Even if this server is down, you are getting services from these servers, right? Even if this server is down, this server is down, this server is down, you're still getting services. Are you guys getting it? If this whole data center is down, are you getting the services? Yes. From where?
Yes.
From here. This is how you will divide. You won't have all application servers here. You won't have all database servers here. You won't have all backend servers here. You will have to divide them. Getting it point? First application server here, second application server here, third application server here. First backend server here, second backend server here, third backend server here. DB server here, DB server here, DB server there. Then again, next application server here, next application server here, next application server here. So it is divided completely. So there is no single point of failure. Is this point clear to everyone?
Yes. It's clear.
Yes.
Yes.
That is your availability
yes,
zone in Azure. Simple. If anyone is asking what is availability zone in Azure, this is how you have to explain that hosting your application on multiple servers in multiple data centers, or on a region which has availability zone feature, it is high availability, or it is called availability zone. That is your availability zone. I hope this is clear to everyone. We have 30 seconds left in this session. I'll stop it without. Do you guys need a break? If not, we can continue.
Yes.
Okay,
Ye-
yeah, fine. Let's take a small break of 5 minutes, right? Uh, let's resume 12:45 sharp using the same link. Okay, and we'll see availability set. What is the next step or smaller step in this? Okay, let's resume at 12:45 using the same link.
Okay.